Shalom, I'm Emah coming back at you with another video. I am about to prepare and also bake a carrot cake. Carrot cake is my husband's favorite cake, and so I just thought, hey, y'all come along with me while I do this, and maybe you may want to try it yourself. And also, I'm going to take this time also to share some scripture concerning what are the duties, the responsibilities of the Emahs, the mothers, the older women. Just a concern of mine, what is our responsibility as Emahs and mothers and older women? How do we supposed to be teaching the younger women? What do we supposed to be teaching them? The younger Kotis, the younger Ishas, the wives. So I just wanted to take this time while I'm actually baking this cake, just to go over some scripture and just go over a few things that I jotted down. Okay. I will go ahead and share my ingredients for the carrot cake. Okay, and these are my ingredients. Okay, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of allspice. Okay, I hope you can see that, allspice. Okay, and also half a teaspoon of salt. All right, 4 large eggs, 2 cups of sugar, 1 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, 3 cups of loosely packed, peeled and grated carrots. And this is the main star of the show, the carrots. Okay. And then for the icing, we're gonna have like the cream cheese frosting. Real basic. We're just going with the 8-ounce Philly cream cheese. Okay. A half a stick of butter, but it's not a half a stick. It says a half a cup. So a half a cup is basically 1 full stick. Okay. And then also we have 3 3/4 cups of the powdered sugar. Okay. All right. So I'm going to step off for a second, get my camera set up, and I will be right back. Okay, let's get started. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to use this opportunity as well to just speak on a little bit about what Emahs and older women are supposed to be doing now that we is in this truth. So I will be reading scripture as well to basically back up what I'm saying and verify what I am saying. And the first scripture I want to read is Titus chapter 2, verses 11 through 15. Okay, and it basically says, for the grace of Elohim that bringeth salvation have appeared to all men, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lust, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world, looking for that blessed hope and the glorious appearance of the great Elohim and our Savior Yahushua HaMashiach, who gave himself for us, that he might redeem us from all iniquity, and purify unto himself a peculiar people, zealous of good works. These things speak and exhort and rebuke with all authority. Let no man despise you. Okay? So when I read that, that's basically letting me know that we have a duty, we have a responsibility, daughters of Zion, Emahs, to our younger coaches, and I'm going to also start prepping this while I'm speaking to you as well. We have a duty to the younger coaches. We have a duty, basically, I just want to say younger coaches as sisters as well. Okay, we have a duty, we have a responsibility to them, to the Ishars, the wives, the younger wives. We have a duty to them, toward them. So, and basically, I just want to just do the work of the Most High. You know, that's where my heart is, especially those that are new to the truth and just coming into the truth and just basically looking for answers and looking for direction. Okay, so I'll be the first to say I'm not the most eloquent speaker. You know, I'm not, you know, all, you know, using big extravagant words, anything like that, basic. You know, at time to time I may even pronounce an English word incorrectly. Okay, so I'm not, you know, I'm just basic. So I don't look for, you know, perfect English and everything, all the T's crossed and all the I's dotted. You know, I'm just being myself. This is who I am. And so I'm gonna go ahead and be interrupting with me speaking about what the older Emahs, coaches, what the mothers, the older women supposed to be doing. And so this is saying to preheat my oven to 325, and I'm going to use a 9 by 13 greased pan. Okay, and so I got my pan over here, and so in a medium bowl, I'm going to pour my flour. Let me go ahead and get a bowl for that. Okay. All right. Let's be big enough. But it's calling for three cups. Let me see. Let's see. Flour. Yep, 2 cups. So let's go ahead and get that going. Okay. And you know, like I say all the time in my videos, I have a lot of content that I want to share with the daughters of Zion. A lot of content that I would like to share. But like I said, I want to be careful about, you know, sharing the word. And, you know, I definitely want any feedback, comments, or whatever, that things that I can be corrected on, you know, or that you would like to share as being Emahs, you know, just, hey, just chime in. So, like I said, I definitely need all the help that I can get, okay? It's a lot, like I said, I want to share on my channel. Things that I haven't even touched on yet. I definitely want to do the self-care segment. Also Life Nugget. Life Nugget, I don't talk much about that, but the Life Nugget segment on my channel is just going to be basically messages for my grandchildren, things that I have learned, learning, and will learn, that I would want to share with them, and whoever else can learn from what I can share about my life in hopes to make their life, as they transition to different ages, a little smoother. So that's what Life Nugget is going to be about. I have not started that yet. I do have a topic, and I've been basically doing a lot of research and biblical study on the topic. And the first topic is going to be goals and values. just something I want to share with my grandchildren, you know, when you're setting goals and then when you have values, morals and stuff like that. So I know another topic, you know, I want to talk to with my grandchildren is about basically respecting older people, respecting your elders and how important that is. Because I think in today's society, you know, we don't have a lot of respect, you know, from the younger generation. And, you know, I'll be the first to say that, you know, in order to, you know, receive respect or ask respect, you have to show respect as well. And so I am fully aware of that. So, but just getting, you know, just some of the things that y'all can look forward to from my channel. I think I said in an earlier video, my first video, the interview, I was talking about, you know, I work from home, okay, 40-hour week, I enjoy it. And I'll be the first to say, retirement is not for everybody. And retirement for me, it didn't crack up to what all they said was going to be. You know, you have those that when they first start looking at retirement, they all happy and jolly and, oh, we got this to do and that to do. And I'm sure you had those out there that have enough going on in their lives to keep themselves busy during retirement. That wasn't my case, okay? I feel more useful, more productive working. This is my first time working from home, so I really enjoy that part, being able to stay at home and work from home. So that's a big change from moving from working from manufacturer work to working from home. So I really enjoy working from home. But like I say, just sitting around the house, not doing anything, and that was not for me, not at all. I think it's important that when you do retire, that you find something that you can get into that will keep you around people, keep you talking to people, socializing, because I'm a firm believer that we need each other. You know, we pull off one another, we draw off one another. So it's important that, you know, we have that social life, especially when we retire, okay? Because a lot of times you retire and you go home and just sit in the house. That's not good. That's not good. Not good at all. A lot of people just dry up and unfortunately die that way, you know, because they have no social life. They move themselves out of the work experience and all that kind of stuff like that, and they just sit at the house. So that's not good. Okay. So I enjoy my job, and with my job, I actually work and do like insurance, life insurance policies, annuities, things like that. And so that's something that I was able to really pick up and learn real quickly. And so I was like, wow, you know, I can share this with the Daughters of Zion, with the Miss Packer, the family, and help them to make decisions on life insurance policies, annuities. And I think that is something that especially the Black community, we as a nation, Israelites, that we drop the ball on. You know, when a loved one passes on in our life, you know, you really find out a person's financial situation, okay? Because we have a tendency of going GoMe accounts, go fund the funeral, go fund me and this and that. And it's things that we can do to prepare ourselves when that time comes. You know, to be smoother for you, okay? Death is never something that we welcome, but it is a part of life, okay? So with that being a part of life, we have to prepare for these events, okay? And that's with the segment of life insurance and annuity conversations is going to be about. I'm going to be just basically sharing different types of policies, term, whole life, you know, ISWAL, universal life, just different life insurance policies, and also annuities, qualified and non-qualified annuities. I won't make the decision for you because everybody, you know, you have your own family, you know what your family need and what your family don't need. So I'm just going to give you the tools and basically be prayerful that you make that decision and get some type of policy, you know, for your family. You know, if you pass or, you know, just have that in place. Okay. So let's move on after that. I just added 2 cups of flour. The next is the baking powder, cinnamon, allspice, and salt. Okay, so let's see. Baking powder. It's asking for 2 teaspoons. Okay. And I wanted to buy some new baking powder. I got like maybe 1 or 2 of them up there in the closet, but they've been up there for a while, and some things I believe you just have to get some fresh ingredients and stop using the same spices, especially with spices. A lot of times we will constantly use the same spices over and over, and the spices actually have an expiration date just like with everything else. So I went on ahead and just purchased another thing of baking powder. Okay, it's calling for 2 teaspoons. Alright, we got that in there. And like I always do, I like to just move stuff totally out the way as I use it, just to free up counter space. Okay, and then next is the cinnamon. It's calling for 2 teaspoons of cinnamon right here. Okay. And let's see, 2 teaspoons. Okay. And once I get finished with this part, I will stop and, you know, talk about, talk some more on, you know, the responsibilities and the duties of an Emah, of the older woman. Next we have the allspice and salt. Okay, allspice, salt. Okay. And it's calling for, let's see, 2 teaspoons of allspice. Let's get this going here. This is something I thought I had already had in the cabinet, but I didn't. So I had to go purchase this. Okay, 2 teaspoons. Okay, that's 1. And 2. Okay. Alright, got that done. Also the salt. It's calling for a ½ teaspoon of salt. Okay. So okay, that's not working that way. So we just pour it in like this. Okay. That's a ½ teaspoon of salt. Pour this back in. Okay, got the salt. All that good together. All right, so next on the agenda, and speaking about the responsibilities of the Emahs, the older women, okay, and the assembly. Okay, so, you know, this is like, this is going to be a subject that is kind of emotional for me because I've been through so much, so many situations, and so much, you know, dealing with marriages and, you know, different things like that. And, you know, I had the opportunity this weekend to listen to an occultee that came out of camp experience. And, you know, the things that she said basically really touched my heart. And it actually brought some emotional memories back for me, you know, dealing with, you know, men, husbands, whatever, and just realizing how crushed we can be sometimes up under, you know, the fact of poor leadership, poor covering, having a husband or ish that is not righteous. And so, you know, I had my experiences, so believe that. And so I just thought, when I seen that, I was like, wow, you know, we Emahs, we need to be sharing our experiences with the younger occulties, the younger Ishas, the younger sisters and wives. We need to share that, our experiences, prayerfully, and all in hopes that, you know, it'll help them to make some of the better decisions for their marriage, for their lives. Okay, so you know, I have had the opportunity since I've been in the truth to basically be able to speak into a few younger, you know, Ishas, and I really thank the Most High for giving me the opportunity to speak into, you know, Ishas' lives and trying to give them some direction. And I don't take it lightly. I don't call myself no counselor in no kind of way. Okay, no kind of way. Do I want to say that I'm a counselor or I have perfected, you know, marriage life, because I haven't. Okay, it's one of those things that you'll be growing and learning, and I believe that you will be able to grow and learn in a marriage. You know, if you have a righteous marriage, you got a Isha husband that is striving to live righteously before the Most High, that is striving to, you know, keep the Bible read aloud in his home and trying to live that out in front of you. So it does make, you know, the marriage life, you know, a little smoother when you have a righteous husband or righteous Ish. And so, you know, the few encounters that I have had with younger Ishas' wives, being able to speak into them the word, you know, I've learned some things. I learned some things and still learning. And this is where, you know, I think Emah's older women, they need to come together and discuss different situations that our younger sisters, our younger occulties and wives go through, that we can give them biblical direction on how to deal with situations that arise in their, and will arise in their marriage. So I'm just going to share basically a little outline that I use, you know, when the Most High sends a Isha, a younger Isha wife my way for whatever reason. And I think experience in different areas really helps out a lot, because you can actually, in a way, meet this this sister, this occultee, where they at. You can kind of like understand a little bit where they're coming from. Okay, so I'm gonna add a few more ingredients, and then we will continue this conversation. Okay. Okay, so I already whisked together the flour, the baking powder, cinnamon, the allspice, and the salt. Okay. Next is saying in a large bowl, Whisk together the eggs until they are beaten. Add the sugar, the vegetable oil, and beat until well mixed. Okay, so I'm gonna basically use my KitchenAid for that. Okay, let me get that going. Get this put together here. KitchenAid always gives me a hard time getting this on now, but it's going. It's on. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, we're gonna go ahead and put the eggs in. Sit the dry ingredients over there. Okay, we're gonna move this a little closer. Go ahead and start adding the eggs in. Let's see. Okay. And that's 1, 4. Your eggs, and I do this even when I'm just scrambling eggs or whatever. You know, I have seen where people just crack the egg and just throw it away, and there be a lot left in the shell. Okay, so if you've been following me along on my channel when it comes to my cooking, I believe in getting everything. I don't believe in really leaving nothing. Okay, I try to get everything out and into the bowl or into the cake or whatever I'm cooking. So, this is number 4. Okay. All right, so I normally let that sit for a minute, and then I'll come back and dump those eggs and try those shells and see if there's anything left in them. So, sometimes I come back and it's still, see that? See? Still have the white of the egg still coming out. Let's say, oh man, that's just too much. To each his own. This is just something that I do and have been doing for a while. Alright. Put the eggs in, that away. Okay. Now, let's see what's next on the agenda. Alright, that is the eggs. Sugar, and we're going to take this here up and let that blend just a little. Just let that blend just a little. I'm going to talk a little louder since the blender is going. Okay, so it's calling for the 4 eggs, 2 cups of sugar. like I was saying, this is my favorite cake. This carrot sheet cake. Okay, let's move that out of the way. And okay, put that over there. Okay, let's turn this back on low. That's stir up real good. Okay, and while that is stirring, I will go ahead and get back on the subject about the responsibilities of the Emah, the older woman. Okay? The older mother. Okay, so like I was saying, the Most High did bless me by sending, a coatee or two or three my way to be able to speak, His word into them. And so I've learned a lot, just, let me turn this up a little bit, speaking into them. And the first thing, my advice would be is just to learn how to listen as much as you can, okay? The saying goes is that the Most High gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, saying that we should listen twice as much as we speak or talk. Okay, so that's number 1, just learning how to listen to the Akoti, the sister, the Ishas, the wives, when they come to the older Emah, the older women. Just listen, let them pour their heart out, let you know what's going on, what the issue is, or whatever it is. Just listen. I can't stress that enough. Listen. And I also have a verse for that as well, okay? And the verse is coming from Ecclesiasticus, not Ecclesiastes, but Ecclesiasticus, and that is a book that is, okay, this is a book that is out of the Apocrypha, okay? Apocrypha. And the Apocrypha is basically like lost books, okay? Lost that means that they was not included in the Holy Bible when the 66 books were added. They did not add these books here. And these are 14 books in the Apocrypha, okay? So this is like, this verse is coming out of Sirach. It's another name for Ecclesiasticus, okay? And that's Sirach 32 verse 8. And it says, let your speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that know and let me see. Okay. Let me just turn to that real quick. That's Ecclesiasticus, Sirach. And that's going to be chapter 32, verse 8. Let me turn this off real quick so you can hear this verse, okay? So this is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 32, verse 8, and it reads, let your speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that know and yet hold your tongue. Okay? And so this is good. Okay, Sirach, or the book of Ecclesiastes, because it's just a good book. It really tells you a lot of basic things that we should know on this truth walk. Okay, but this verse pertaining to just learning how to listen, it's basically saying don't be talking a lot. Okay, basically try to comprehend what's being said with few words, okay? And then know how to hold your tongue. Okay, so that's kind of self-explanatory. Learn how to hold your tongue. So, let me move on and get this back going here. Okay. Yeah, let's see what's next. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add the carrots. Okay, and stir that in. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add the carrots in. Okay, and it's calling for 3 cups. Okay, let's get that in there. Alright, let's get these 3 cups of carrots in there. everything. Let's scrape the sides. Okay. This cake had to cook like an hour and 50 minutes, so I'll use a little bit of that time to get the icing, the cream cheese icing prepared, and also talk to the daughters of Zion, just talk to y'all a little more about the responsibilities of Emah's and the older woman. Just want to double check to make sure I have everything. 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of allspice, a half a teaspoon of salt, 4 eggs, 2 cups of sugar, 1 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and 3 cups of loosely packed peeled grated carrots. Okay, so everything is in it. Alright, we'll let that blend, and we're gonna go ahead and shut this here off. And let's just turn it off and get this one more good spin. Okay. Alright, we got that done. Let's go ahead and get this here. This is a 9 by 13 baking pan as well, and that's what it calls for, a 9 by 13 baking pan. Okay. So try to get this stuff over here a little bit. Okay. I was telling my grandchildren yesterday that I was going to make a carrot cake, and you can just imagine how their little faces look when I said that carrot cake, yuck. I said, y'all are most likely like it. And that's what I try to do, introduce them to things, different flavors of different foods and items that, you know, they haven't had, so at least they'll be able to speak honestly about it. If they like it, they like it, and if they don't, they don't. They don't have to worry about, well, you know, I don't like that. How you know you don't like it if you never tried it, okay? So if you try it and you still don't like it, okay, you're good. Okay, that's that. In the pan. Okay. All right. All right. This is how it looks. I know you don't see it that way, but see how the batter looks. Okay. Here's your batter. Okay. All right, let's get it in the pan. All right, roll now. I said, Twilight. That is my Yorkie. I believe in trying to get all that is due to me, so I try to make sure I scrape almost all of them. This is not always good when you have the grandchildren around, because they be like, wow, at least some of the goal that we can eat the dough. But and sometimes I do, depending on what I'm making. So. Alright. Got a good bit of that in there. Okay, just don't leave it wasted. Anything. That's my German Shepherd outdoors. Alright, my German Shepherd. A big dog and a big dog. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Wash my hands and get that in the oven. Then we come back and have a little talk while I make the icing. Okay. Alright. Get this in the oven. Okay, it say we baking it for about 50 minutes to an hour. Not an hour and 50 minutes. About 50 minutes to an hour. So, let's go ahead and get that in there. Yeah, and I'm gonna put a timer going at an hour. And I'll check it. Okay, I set the timer to an hour, but I will check it at 50 minutes, probably before that as well. Okay, so we are done with that. And we will have to do the icing. Okay, and I'm gonna basically use this same bowl right here for the icing. Get a paper towel. Wipe that out. It's just the dust from the flour mixture. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna just talk a little bit about the responsibilities of an Emah, of an older woman. Okay, there we go. So like I was going through my little list and how I approach a situation when the Most High send an occultist sister or an Ishar wife my way. And like I say, the first thing I've learned to do is just listen as much as I can. Okay, and then second, I always go to what do the Most High have to say about the situation. You know, I always try to basically locate scriptures that addresses the situation that particular occultist or Ishar find themselves in, sister or wife. Okay, and I think that should be automatic. Always see what the Most High have to say first. Okay, because if you do that first, you go into the scriptures and see what the Most High have to say about it. That will basically direct the tone of the conversation that you're having. Regardless of what the situation is, it will direct the tone of the situation, the conversation. It will also give you insight on what to say and how to approach. Because like I said, I'm not a counselor, but I do know the best counselor that it is, and that is the Most High Yah. And so I basically go to him for every issue in my life, okay? And so, of course, if the Most High is going to use me to speak into, the daughters of Zion's lives, I'm going to definitely be speaking into them using the word, and then try to, just get a pitch from what the Most High says to, basically to verify and back up what I have to say. Okay, and that's number 2. Number 3, I share a life experience pertaining to the situation, to the discussion, or the problem that, the daughter of Zion is having. And I'm going to just say daughter of Zion instead of going through, a koti, which is the Hebrew word for sister. Emah is the Hebrew word for like older woman or mother. Okay, so that's what those words stand for. But I'm just going to basically say daughters of Zion, okay, because that's who we are. So, like I said, I have a lot of life experiences, a lot of things that I have been through in relationships, in out of relationships. And I would dare say that, all the situations that I've been through, it was because of the man or the husband or whatever. No, it was a lot of just foul things that I've done, that was unrighteous in my relationships as well. And so with all that, I believe it helped me, it developed me to be able to see two sides, of every situation, of every problem. There's always two sides. And so I like the idea that I have had the opportunity to experience a lot of things. I'm not happy about some of the experiences that I went through, because it was awful. But still, when it's all said and done, those are my experiences. And, that's things that I want to share in hopes that it will help, the younger daughter of Zion, to be able to work through her situation in a righteous way. Okay? And then 4th, I always want to end the conversation in prayer. Just take it before the Most High, talk to him about it, just ask him for guidance, direction, because when it's all said and done, we want to do what is righteous in the Most High sight, okay? We don't want to do with what other people tell us to do, especially if they are unrighteous, giving you unrighteous advice and this and that and another. So, yes, and that's basically how the 4 steps that I use. Like I said, I'm open to learn. Well, the most I know, I'm open to learn. If other Emahs out there have any direction for me that I can learn and do better in counseling or helping, the younger daughter of Zion, so please let me know. Okay. I also wanted to read, let me see, this is Titus chapter 2, verses 3 through 5. And I use different versions of the Bible, just depending on how it sounds and how it flows. Reading Titus chapter 2, 3 through 5, I'm going to use the New King James Version, okay? Titus chapter 2 verses 3 through 5. Okay. 2, 3 through 5. Okay, and it basically reads, the older woman likewise, that they be reverent in behavior, not slanderers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they admonish the young woman to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, homemakers, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Elohim may not be blasphemed. Okay, so I wanted to just break that down a little bit, what some of the words mean. I did a little deeper study into what some of the words mean. And first I want to, just go off on a little spiel and just say what the Emahs and the older women don't supposed to be doing. Okay, don't supposed to do. Okay. And in these days and times, you don't have to look far, and you see the older woman out there, a lot of our daughters of Zion is just something else to see. Okay. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But a lot of the older women, instead of them striving to be an example to the younger daughters of Zion, they actually join in with the younger daughters of Zion and try to be like them and dress like them. They older women, they have on their little leggings, having their tail all out. I'm just keeping it 100. Don't want to wear their gray hair. They keep dyeing their head. And some of them go far as to wearing the different colors: blue, pink, cotton candy. All blonde and all kind of stuff in their heads. So and there's scripture to back what I'm saying. Okay, I'm just not sitting up here just saying a bunch of words. There's actually scriptures that back up on how the daughters of Zion are supposed to dress modestly. Okay, and so I'm just gonna read Titus 2:3-5 again, and then we're gonna go over a few of the words. All right, and it reads, the age. This is the King James version. Okay, the aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers. Okay, you don't be just putting people down and accusing people of things and you have no facts or anything about it. You're just falsely accusing someone. Okay, and it also says that not given to much wine. Okay, so much wine. So it's not saying that you cannot drink wine, but I chose for myself in my day and time, I just don't drink at all. I don't even drink wine anymore. I just made the decision that I'm just not gonna do that anymore. Okay, and I have my reasons for that, and I think that whenever you drink wine or whatever, strong drink, beer, or whatever it be, to your liking, whenever it takes you out of basically your mind, so to speak, to you're not thinking rational and different things like that, you just need to leave it alone. That's for me anyway. Okay, to each his own. All right, but the word does not say that you cannot drink wine. Okay, and it is even scripture saying that you can buy strong drink. Okay, but everything is in moderation. And everybody know their limit. Okay, you know when you are overdoing it. Okay, so Bible say basically don't be, the older woman should not be of much wine. Okay, all right, and it goes on to say teachers of good things. Okay, so we need to be teaching the daughters of Zion things that are good, things that are just, things that are righteous. That's the things we need to be teaching them. Just like what we do on my cooking videos. I'm just not doing these things on my channel just to be doing them. I hope that someone can learn some things, get some type of value out of, my channels, learning how to cook something, learning how to spend time with their grandchildren and children. Because time is a precious thing. Time is something, and you realize how precious time is as you get older, where you choose to spend your time, who you choose to spend your time with. It's precious. Okay, that's time that you will never get back. And so I look at spending time with my grandchildren, with my family, with my my husband. That's where I want to spend most of my time, okay? Not just, it's not about spending money, buying this and that and another, just spending time, okay? With that time being spent, I'm actually teaching my grandchildren different things about cooking, teaching my grandchildren about what the word says about different situations, and that's where my segment of my videos, Life Nuggets, is going to come in, targeting my grandchildren, okay? But let's go to verse 4. This is Titus chapter 2, verse 4. That they may teach the younger women to be sober, okay? And when I did a little word search on sober, sober basically means serious about what matters, sincere, having a sound mind, okay? So you have to be basically honest with yourself. You have your mind have to be in a sober, sincere state, okay? You can't, I think the best way to put that is be 100 with yourself, okay? That's not how my grandson say it. What is the word that he used? But basically not acting like someone else, or taking a situation and acting flaky about it, stuff like that. You just want to be sincere about the situation, sober-minded, sound, okay? And going on in verse 4, it says to love their husbands, okay? That's a big topic, okay? Learning how to, love your husband, your ish, in a way that the Bible called for us to. Oh man, that's a topic need to be covered under its own. Well, it's a lot, you got wives and ishas, they out of order, not just trying to speak over their husband or be over their husband or ish or whatever, but it's even the order of they love. I know when I came up, you would hear women say all the time, mothers say, nobody come before my children, stuff like that. But in reality, and I know it's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of mothers, but according to word, your husband's supposed to be first, okay? That's just automatic. Your husband's supposed to come first in your life, and then your children, okay? I know that's kind of hard, but that's what the word says, okay? Because you are basically grooming your children to leave home, okay? And you find a lot of mothers, they put so much time into their children and neglect their husbands and their issues that when their children leave, they don't have a relationship with their husband or their ish, because they spent all that time putting all their time into the child, into the children, okay? And we don't supposed to do that. We're supposed to, it's a balance. The Most High, He deals with scales, balanced scales, okay? It's a balance there, and we have to know, what that balance is. But regardless of what the balance is, it should tip, okay, a little more towards your husband, towards your ish, okay? Making sure that you are basically loving him the way the Most High called for you to. And like I say, that is a subject that a man have his own window, okay? And Most High will, I may get the opportunity to study that a little deeper, share some of my experiences, and just share it with you that way. Okay, I'm gonna read Titus chapter 2, verse 4 again. And it reads, that they may teach the young woman to be sober, to love their own husband, and to love their children. Okay, to love their husbands and to love their children. 5, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Elohim be not blasphemed. Okay? And so this is verse 5. We're going to look at the word discreet. Okay? So basically it is, discreet is like having a sound mind, like sane, like, you know, I heard of people being, you know, not sane, like out of their mind, crazy, but you want to be, have a sound mind. Okay? You don't want to, you know, just be wilding out, for some better words, okay? It's in one's senses, okay? You want to operate to the fullest, okay? You don't want to be carrying on, you know, you want to be, that's when the fruits of the spirit kick in. You want to be in self-control of yourself. You just want to be sane in your thinking, sound-minded, okay? And basically it also means, discreet means curbing one's desires and impulses, self-controlled, temperate, okay? And so I like that one about basically curbing one's desires and impulses, okay? We have to learn how to do that. We have to learn how to basically be in control of ourselves, okay? And the things that we desire. And that can go a lot of ways when you're talking about curbing one's desires, okay? Because a lot of times in these days and times, you know, it's just a lot of daughters of Zion. They all about in what I can get, you know, about material things. They want the bling bling life and all that, and all that goes along with it, you know. I'm not saying it is anything wrong with that, but like I say, the Most High deal with balance. You know, it's a balance there, okay? And anything that you put before the Most High Yah, I don't care what it is, materialistic things, your children, your spouse, or whatever, you know, basically that is out of order, and basically that is not what the Most High desires of us, okay? And so this is Titus 2:5. It says to be discreet, okay? I just told you what that means right there. Basically being in self-control, and that's one of the fruits of the spirit as well, self-control. And then the next word is chaste, okay? When I looked up the word chaste, it basically means pure from carnal minded, okay? You want to be modest, not given to cruel bodily pleasures and appetites, okay? That's deep. It's carnality, okay? Pure from carnality. That's carnal minded, fleshly. You want to be modest, okay? And man, that last sentence, not given to cruel bodily pleasures and appetites, man, that can fall up under gluttony, you know, overeating, over drinking, whatever it may be that you find yourself, you know, just being a glutton. And by the way, being a glutton is a sin as well, okay? And other cardinal activities, okay? Oh man, that's a deep subject in itself. I like saying that because it's just basically let me know that the work that the Most High have cut out for me to share with the cultists, okay? So Most High I will do a deeper study on cardinal activities, and cardinal basically means flesh, you know, things that we do with our flesh, okay? And so basically I wanted to also go to Genesis chapter 2 verse 18, okay? I'm just going to go, I know this video is getting to be pretty long. So, let me go here, chapter 2, verse 18, and it reads, and Yahweh Elohim said, let me make make sure I'm in the right place. Genesis 2:18. Okay. All right. And Yahweh Elohim said, "It is not good that man should be alone. I will make him an helpmeet for him." Okay. So basically, the Most High said that, told Adam, he was saying to Adam that I'm going to make someone to help you on your journey. Okay. And that's another conversation of his own. Because a lot of times, at times you find yourself trying to help your husband, or try to give him advice or lead him in the right direction, and sometimes it's rejected, and that's not a good thing. Okay. But still, that is our role as being an Isha, as a wife, is to be there to help them, on their journey, especially when they are striving to live righteous before the Most High. We should be there to encourage them, to help them, and encourage them. Okay. And then also I'm going to go to 1 Timothy chapter 2, verses 9 and 10. Okay. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9 and 10. And it reads, "In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which cometh women professing godliness with good works." Okay? And so I want to read this also in the New KJV. Okay? Let's see how that sounds there. That's 1 Timothy chapter 2. Okay. Verses 9 and 10. "In like manner also, that the woman adorn herself in modest apparel, with propriety and moderation." Okay? Not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly clothing, but which is proper for women professing godliness with good works. Okay? And so this is saying, basically, we're supposed to adorn ourselves first inwardly. Okay? Because a lot of times when a righteous man, comes to look for a wife, an Isha, of course they're going to notice the outward appearance first, okay? That attraction is going to go on, that's for sure. But once he get to, know you by spending time with you, talking to you, seeing where you are when it comes to your relationship with the Most High, he's going to make that decision on whether he want to take you home to mama or not. Okay? And so that's why it's important that we work on the inner man. Okay? Make sure that we are about good works. Okay? Like the scripture is saying. Now, I wanted to bring out a little bit on verse 9, where it's saying, "Like manner also, the woman adorn themselves in modest apparel." But it's also saying, "not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly clothing." Okay? So it's not basically saying that you cannot wear these things. You can't have your hair broided. You can't have gold, pearls, and costly clothing. It's not saying that at all. It's just saying that should not outweigh your inner man, your good works, your character, your relationship with the Most High. Okay? That should not be your top priority in your life, is material things. But sadly enough, a lot of daughters of Zion, that's their top priority, is how they look. And don't do no work on and development on the inner man. And like I tell my daughters from time to time, Each decade in your life should bring change. Each decade in your life, you should notice change. I'm not just talking about materialistic change. Financial change is great, but you should see growth spiritually, okay, mentally, okay, financially, all these different areas in your life. You should see some type of change in your life, okay? You shouldn't be doing the same thing over and over again, okay? Physically, a lot of times you ain't gonna have no control. You do have control, but a lot of times as you get older, hey, it just blows out. So physically you're gonna change, but you can control that as well. Everything is about self-control. I'm just kidding, okay? You can do the work and keep yourself in shape, okay? But it takes more work the older that you get to keep yourself in shape, okay? But my point is that you should work on the inner man, and you should develop, spiritually for the most part, okay? Mentally as well, okay? And so I don't want the daughters of Zion thinking that, it's being said that Paul is saying, no, you can't wear gold, you can't wear costly garments and stuff like that. And I basically came across another scripture to basically verify what I just said, and that is in 1 Peter chapter 3 verses 3 and 4. Okay, let's turn there. Okay, 1 Peter, and that's chapter 3 verses 3 and 4. Okay. Okay, 1 Peter chapter 3 verses 3 and 4, and it reads, do not let your adornment be merely outward, arranging the hair, wearing gold, or putting on fine apparel. Rather, let it be the hidden person of the heart, with the incorruptible beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is very precious in the sight of Elohim. And I'm going to repeat that in the KJV, the King James Version. Because I see, he's telling you right here, he's not saying that you cannot wear that stuff, but it has a place, okay? Everything deals with balance, scales and balances. You have to balance everything out, okay? The King James Version, 1 Peter chapter 3 verses 3 and 4. Okay, whose adorning, let it not be the outward adorning of your hair, okay, and of wearing of gold or of putting on apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of Elohim of great price. Okay, and so that lets you know that our Father, Yahweh, he adorns our inward man, okay? He looks at our heart. He's looking for a gentle, humble heart, okay, daughters of Zion? He's not looking for somebody hard, loud, just all out of order, just wilding out, okay? And I know a lot of attributes that the daughters of Zion have, especially those that is not in the truth. It's basically what we learned from this nation. We learned the ways of this land, and when you're not in your land and you haven't been exposed to what we was taught from our ancestors, from our foremothers and stuff like that, it puts us in a bad situation. So we basically learned our own way. And I can say the way that we learned, everybody doing what they think is right in their own sight is not righteous in the Most High sight. And so especially when you come into this truth, it's a lot of pruning that's going to go on, okay? A lot of basically getting a lot of the wickedness out of your heart and replacing it, with the fruits of the Spirit, okay? So I really enjoyed, having this conversation with the Daughters of Zion, basically titled, what are the responsibilities of the Emahs, the older women, toward the younger coatees, the Daughters of Zion. So I'm gonna basically cut it here, and I want to say that, I'm not done. I'm far from done with this topic, because I am aware, like I say, this is a very touchy subject for me, with a lot of experiences that I have had through my life, and I want to be able to address some of the situations that the younger Daughters of Zion are going through. Like questions like, should I stay in an abusive relationship? Okay, whether it's verbal abuse or physical abuse, should you stay, in that type of relationship? And sadly enough, some of the Daughters of Zion actually die in those relationships. They get killed in those and murdered in those relationships. And so these are topics that we need to discuss, and we need a clear biblical understanding on it. Do the Bible give us reasons to divorce? Okay, is it reasons for us to divorce? Okay, questions are just like, okay, my life is chaotic. How can I start bringing it back in order or back in control? These things here that, we older Emahs, we can help, the younger Daughters of Zion, get answers for. Okay. Another question, should I follow my husband, my ish, in unrighteousness when it's clear he is walking contrary to the Most High's word? Okay. Should we do that? Should we follow and obey him, everything that he tells us to do? And we see just clearly that, he's not walking in righteousness. He's not following the Most High's word. Are we still commanded to follow, our issues, our husbands, down this road? Okay, so, and there's a whole lot of questions that, the Daughters of Zion have, that we older Emahs, that we can, even if we don't have the answer, do the work, get into the word, fast, ask the Most High to give you the answer, to help, the nation, the Daughters of Zion, the nation of Israel, to make better Ishars, better wives, better mothers. We need to help each other on this journey. This is not a journey that, you can afford to be selfish on. Okay, so, and that's, like I say, that is basically the purpose of my channel. I just want to, help. I'll be 60 next year, and I'm thankful for that. I have no shame in hiding my age, because I know it's some women out there, they so tight on not telling their age till they forget about their age. They don't even know how old they are. And so I just think, to me, that's not a wise thing, especially for me. Okay, I don't see anything wrong with that. And I'm grateful for every year I see, because there's a lot of women and people didn't get the opportunity to see 59. Okay, and so I just want the Emahs to chime in. A few of y'all have my phone number. Give me a call, talk to me, share your ideas. And all of this is in just basically trying to help the younger Daughters of Zion. Okay, so I smell my cake. Okay, so it's doing what it needs to do. Have about another 22 minutes on that, and so I'm going to just step off. Okay, and I will be back shortly to prepare the cream cheese icing and go ahead and get it iced up and show you the finished part of the carrot cake, sheet cake. Okay, all right. Okay, shalom again. Just got the cake out the oven. It's been cooling, probably for a little bit over an hour. I'd say let it basically cool to room temp. So I'm gonna go ahead and whip up this cream cheese icing and get it on the cake. Okay, and it's pretty basic. In a large bowl, beat together the cream cheese. Okay, the cream cheese. Let's get this done. All right. And I, just want the sisters, the daughters of Zion to know that, I do lift y'all up in prayer, and be specific at times on what I pray for concerning the daughters of Zion. So know that Emah is praying for you, and y'all pray for me as well. Pray for me as well. Okay. Now that is for that, and it's calling for a spatula. Let's try to get all of this off. Just like I say, I get all that due to me. Alright. And y'all go take a look at my Ish have a channel as well. It's Hezekiah Ben Yisrael. That's his channel name. Go check that out. We try to every Shabbat upload a Shabbat lesson. Okay, we uploaded a video today, and the title of it was we basically going through the fruits of the Spirit, and we are going over the wicked evil fruits first, one by one. Today we was talking about the spirit of adultery. Okay. Next week we're gonna try to cover fornication, and I think the two after that is uncleanness and lewdness, I believe. So we're gonna try to go through all of the, for better words, wicked spirits, and then we will go through the righteous fruits of spirit. Okay, so let's go take a look, and we basically ask you please subscribe, like, and share our channel. We just basically trying to do the work of the Most High, helping the Miss Packer, especially those that are new in this walk. The Most High is doing a great awakening now in Israel, a great awakening. And so we know that these people that are being awakened, they need direction, they need guidance. So that's what we are striving to do with our channels. And it's not just, our channels are not just about, biblical lessons, but it's also just life events, like that, things that we do, cook. I actually want to do some cleaning, take y'all along on how I do detailed cleaning in the house a little bit. And, sometimes you may think that, oh man, that's just too much, or, but you have to realize it's all kinds of people in this world. People reaching ages that they are newly married, all kind of things going on. And some people, for whatever reason, has not been taught how to clean or how to cook or how to do different things or how to, you know, take care of her house, how to take care of her husband, how to take care of her children. And so, you know, I'm not saying my way is the only way, but maybe somebody can use my way. That's the point. Okay? So, you know, just go check the channel out. Like I said, please share and subscribe and like. Okay, so, you know, the channel can get on out there. And others can see what the Most High is doing in Nana's corner and my corner. Okay, so the cream cheese frosting, the cream cheese, butter, vanilla, and then we're gonna go ahead and put the vanilla in. Let's see. Calling for 1 teaspoon. Shake, 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 shake it up when you do it. Okay, this is my teaspoon right here. Go ahead and pour that in. Alright, we got that in there. Go ahead and blend that up a little bit. Let that close back up. Just clean up a little bit. This over here in the trash. Here. All right, now we're gonna start blending. Okay. Alright, that's good enough right there. Alright, let's get it blended. Chop it up a little bit first. This is calling for 3 3/4 cups of the box powdered sugar, okay? And it did ask for it to be sifted, so bring my sifter back out. Some of it I did make a mistake in. I made a mistake, you know, and poured some in without it being sifted, but okay. It'll be alright. It's not the end of the world. Okay, let's add another thing to sift it. Here, look a little here. here. Basically try to stir it around a little bit as I add the dry ingredients in. So when I do start it off, it won't be flying all in this. Cup number 3. Okay, that's 3. And 3/4 cups. So the 3/4 cup, I'm gonna estimate a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Alright. That'll be all of the powdered sugar we are needing. Go ahead and put that up in the vanilla. Okay. Let's just put it this way. Here. Alrighty. In there. Pour that in. Saying get me an electric sifter. This just makes life so much easier. Okay. good blend on it. And get this cake icing. Good blend. Mix it up real good and we'll be ready to put it on the cake. Okay. Alright. Take it up to high and give it a good blend. This is the cake. And this is the icing. Okay. Go ahead and get it on there. Alright. Let's get it on. reminder, this is a carrot sheet cake. Cream cheese icing. Okay, let's get it spread on here real nice. Alright, that looks just lovely. How about that? How about that? Alright. And here we got one side done. Let's move on over to the other side. Icing, plenty icing. Okay. Like I say, this is my Ish's favorite cake. My husband's favorite cake, carrot cake. My favorite cake is coconut. Nothing like a good coconut cake. But like I was telling my friends, I just about eat it all. I like red velvet cake, chocolate cake, pound cake, and cake. But my favorite, by all means, is coconut. Okay, this is a dundee. Alright, this is a dundee. Alright. I'm going to show you the final product. Okay, this is the final product. Okay, you see that? Look at that. Look at all of the carrots in there. You see that? We have plenty icing on it. Okay, we are about to enjoy a slice of this. My Ish is standing on ready. So with that, I'm going to say shalom, shalom, and Todah, and thank you for coming along with me on this journey. And I pray that I have said something to help you on your journey. So I'm going to say shalom, shalom, Yabaru, Layla Tov, good night.